Jake Marisnick is welcomed into Southern California with some booze. Hey. There's the warning.
There's the warning to each side. Jake Marisnick going to first base.
Well, they're not booing now.
Nope. You know, in years past, this is the way you handled these types of situations. If that's the way the Angels felt, you would like that pitch to be a little further down, not that high up by the shoulders.
That was to be expected, but I've got an issue with the location of that pitch being up towards the shoulders and head of Jake Marisnick. If you're going to send a message, you go ahead and square him up between the numbers or hit him in the lower half. But with that ball rising towards the head area, that's not good. That's going to bring a lot of Astro pitchers to the top shelf in that Astros dugout.
And now it's Springer. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. Throw to first, and Jake dives back.
And not that I agree with the Angels, but I understand that the Angels felt that. And now Albert Pujols is yelling at somebody in the Astros dugout.
Albert Pujols is getting in with this is what's going to happen when you start throwing at guys' heads. Jake Marisnick trying to calm Albert Pujols down, but
here comes the Angels bullpen.
Marisnick wants everybody to get back in the dugout. Marisnick wants this to be over.
Yeah.
I got hit. I'm at first base. Now let's play baseball.
But the Astros are going to protect their own because that pitch was thrown up towards the head area. That's the issue. It's not the hit by pitch. It's where the pitch was thrown.
And Pujols started getting into it. He's still looking over at the Astros dugout.
But hopefully this is it.
But it looks like cooler heads are going to prevail.
It's always entertaining when guys come flying out of the bullpen and try and get in the mix.
Fans have given Marisnick a rough treatment here tonight.
They witnessed the same thing we did.
Watch out. Marisnick gets drilled. Man on to start the 6th inning.
And that brings out the cheers here at Angel Stadium. No issue with Marisnick there. He got hit by the pitch.
Warnings to both benches immediately.
Well, if you're Marisnick, I don't think you're shocked that that happened here tonight. You don't see it as much in the game anymore.
Well, it used to happen. Used to protect your players, and now Albert is coming over to the dugout right now.
Right, because he was hearing some things from their dugout. The Angel players are all kind of starting to head towards Albert's area on the first base side, and now the relievers from both teams are coming out onto the field.
Yeah, a lot of people are barking in that dugout for the Astros. The bullpens are emptying right now quickly.
And there's a lot of finger pointing going on. Jake Marisnick, of all people, has turned into the peacemaker, which is nice to see.
Yeah. He's been telling his teammates head back into the dugout.
Clearly somebody was saying something, whether it's Spanish or otherwise. And Albert,
and that's one person you don't want to get upset is Albert Pujols.
I think the least surprised person in this ballpark that he was hit is Jake Marisnick.
To be honest with you, I know it looks awful, but I think the first pitch was a strike. So, I mean, there's a strike. If he swings that and hits it, we're not even talking about it. So it's tough to throw. It's tough to go to a 1-1 count with any intent. So, no, he's a right-handed pitcher that comes down from the side, and sometimes people get hit.
It seemed like it didn't really escalate too much other than the situation with Albert. You know what happened there?
I'm not really sure. I'm sure. I would imagine that, like often happens in those circumstances, people are jawing back and forth, but it did not escalate, and I thought the umpires handled it very well.
Do you think it's over?
What's over?
I was just trying to, sneak a fastball by him. I threw 2 sliders away. I think the scouting report on me is, I might sneak a fastball in there after, a couple of off-speed pitches. So try to sneak one by him in, and just got away from me.
Things escalated pretty quickly there on the field. What was that conversation?
I don't know, honestly. I couldn't understand anything anyone was yelling. I just knew stuff was going on, so I don't know, just trying to stay there, look at people, and I honestly didn't even know what anything was said, so.
Just given what happened with Marisnick last time you guys were confused, was that something that was in your mind at all, just sort of?
No. They're a good team, so I wasn't trying to give them any sort of, chance. They get a base runner on. They were pretty good at team, gets a rally going pretty good. So, that was the last thing I was trying to do.